So if you have not already turned off your sound, please do go muted, and we'll start with one Om and the prayer shortly. So it's 10:30, so we'll start now. So sit in Dhyan Mudra with your right hand on your left palm. Eyes closed. We'll chant one Om. Re Chak Purak. Hands in Namaste position, and we'll say the prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub the palms together, spread the energy of the face, open the eyes, and we'll start with Pranakarshan Kriya, slow deep breathing, and we'll do counts of 10 for Purak and 20 for Rechak, 5 repetitions. Ideally, all the breathing exercises should be done with your eyes closed. Rechak Purak. Rechak. Purak. Rechak. Purak. Rechak. Purak. Rechak. One more time. Purak. Rechak. Breathe normally. Now I'll do Brahma Mudra, the neck exercises. 5 different variations. For the first 3, we do breath control. So we breathe in, make the movement, come back and breathe out. Do 2 repetitions of each of those. And then the 4th and the 5th is normal breathing, and we'll do 3 repetitions of those. So we'll start with the first one, moving the head to the left and the right. Re, cha, pu, ra. Head to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch the neck as much as you can. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Re, cha, pu, ra. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Re, cha, pu, ra. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Re, cha, pu, ra. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Re, cha. Now the second variation, dropping the head to the left and the right and stretching out the opposite arm. Re, cha, pu, ra. Drop the head towards the left shoulder, stretch the right arm out, make sure your shoulders are not lifted. Come back. Re, cha, pu, ra. Head towards the right shoulder, stretch the left arm out. Come back. Re, cha, pu, ra. Head towards the left shoulder, stretch the right arm out. Come back. Re, cha, pu, ra. Head towards the right shoulder, stretch the left arm out. Come back. Re, cha. Now we'll do the third variation, which is dropping the head back, and we'll hold it a little longer to compensate for all the time during the day that we're looking at our handheld devices and books. Re, cha, pu, ra. Drop the head back. Face the front. Re, cha, pu, ra. Drop the head back. Face the front. Re, cha. Now for the fourth variation, we jerk our head to the left and the right, gentle jerks. So before we start that, we just loosen our neck a little bit. And now we'll start jerking to the left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. And stop. And now we'll do the fifth variation, which is the 360-degree rotation of the neck. So drop your chin to the chest and start the movement to the left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front. Stop, change direction, go to the right, back, left, front, right, back, left, front, right, back, left, front. Stop, lift your head up, rub the palms together, spread the energy of the face and open the eyes. So now we're going to do the shoulder exercises. So your hands are on your thighs, make sure the hands don't move, only the shoulders, and we'll start the movement up and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers of both hands on the respective shoulder, elbows touching in the front, and start movement up and back. 1, elbows touch each time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll do the Naman Mudras, bending postures. Take the position for Naman Mudra number 1. Hands in Namaste position, elbows close to the body, back upright, eyes closed. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of earth. Om Prithve Namaha. Re Chak. Pura. Arms go up. Re Chak. Bend forward from the hip joint. Arms remain fully outstretched all the way down. When you're down there, keep your arms outstretched for a few seconds. Then retract your hands, bring them close to the head, relax the body and breathe normally. Four things when I say Rechak: you breathe out, you extend your arms back out again, bring your head back in line with the spine and apply the Mool Bandha, the root lock. Rechak. Pura. Come up slowly. Rechak. Hands come down. Second variation of Naman Mudra. Arms behind your back, right hand in the left palm, thumbs are crossed into lock, and shoulders thrown back, opening up the chest. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of water. Om Jalai Namaha. Re Chak. Pura. Bend forward slowly, arms remain fully outstretched behind your back as you go down. Once you're down there, keep your arms outstretched for a few seconds. Now drop your head, slide the hands up the back, drop the elbows, relax the body and breathe normally. Again, the same four things on Rechak. Rechak. Pura. Come up slowly. Rechak. Third variation of Naman Mudra. Hands at the lowest part of the abdomen, fingers interlocked, elbows and shoulders thrown back, opening up the chest. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of fire. Om Agnaye Namaha. Rechak. Pura. Rechak. Bend forward slowly, head in line with the spine as you go down. When you're down there, drop your head, drop your elbows, relax the body and breathe normally. And once again, same four things on Rechak. Rechak. Pura. Come up. Rechak. Fourth variation, arms folded behind the back, each hand holding the opposite elbow. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of air. Om Vayuve Namaha. Re Chak Purak. Re Chak. Bend forward slowly, head in line with the spine all the way down. When you're down there, drop your head, relax the body and breathe normally. This time only 3 things on Re Chak because we did not move our arms after coming down. Re Chak Purak. Re Chak. Fifth variation of Naman Mudra, arms folded in the front. For this Naman Mudra, we bow to the Supreme Divinity in the form of space. Om Akashaya Namaha. Re Chak Purak. Arms go up. Re Chak. Bend forward. Make sure your arms remain up overhead all the way down. When you're down there, drop your head, relax the body, breathe normally. Once again, 3 things on Re Chak. Re Chak Purak. Come up. Re Chak. Rub the palms together. Spread the energy of the face. Open the eyes. And stretch your legs out. Loosen the joints in the legs. And then come and sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. And we'll do Kapalbhati. Usual counts of 54, 54, 108. Hold for 20, 20 and, I beg your pardon, hold for 8, 8 and 16. And when you hold for 16, you apply all the locks and hold. If you can't apply the locks, at least apply the chin lock and hold. Put your chin down on your chest. And then we breathe in after holding for 16 counts with Vayusar, pursed lips. Hold for a while, gulp the air and do the Re Chak. So we'll start now with Kapalbhati with the right nostril, 54 counts. Re Chak, half Purak. Close the left nostril and start. Hold. Purak. Re Chak. Purak. Re Chak. Breathe normally. Now we'll do that with the left nostril. Re Chak, half Purak. Close the right nostril and stop. hold, Purak, Recha, Purak, Recha. Breathe normally. Now 108 counts with both nostrils. Hold with applying the locks for 16 counts and then do Veerasana. Recha, half Purak, and start. Hold, apply the locks. Veerasana, Purak and hold. Gulp the air. Recha, Purak, Recha. Breathe normally. Now do Parshva Kapalbhati, your side Kapalbhati, for a count of 20 on each side, and we hold for a count of 8 to start with in the exhale condition after the Purak, after the 20 counts, and then we hold for 8, and then we do a Purak and apply the locks and hold another 8 counts before we release the locks, breathe out and come back to the front. Recha, half Purak, twist to the left and start. Hold, Purak, apply the locks and hold, release and Recha, Purak, face the front, Recha, Purak, Recha. Breathe normally. Now we'll do the same on the right side. Recha, half Purak, turn to the right and start. Hold, Purak, Apply the locks and hold. Release and reach up. Pura. Face the front and reach up. Pura. Reach up. Now we'll skip the Bhastrika Kapalbhati because we're going to do Bhastrika Pranayama later on. And we'll go on to doing Ujjayi, all 3 variations, 2 repetitions of each one. Starting with Saral Ujjayi, sitting as you are. Re Chak Purak. Re Chak. Purak. Re Chak. Now Madhya Ujjayi, hands just below your waist, shoulders and elbows thrown back, opening up the chest. And here we'll be expanding our lungs horizontally. Re Chak. Purak. Re Chak. Purak. Re Chak. Urdhva Ujjayi type 3, arms folded in the front, and this time we'll be expanding our lungs vertically. Re Chak. Purak, arms go up. Re Chak, arms come down. Switch arm positions and Purak. Re Chak. Now we're going to do Nan Sadhna, which is the practice of chanting Om. So we'll chant 3 Oms after each one before following an Ujjayi breath. And then we will sit quietly for 3 full deep inhales and exhales, and try not to focus on any thought that comes to your mind. Remain calm and relax the body. And after that, we'll chant 2 Hasta Karna Bandha Omkars. Re Chak. Purak. 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 Shant, Shant, Shant. Listen to the lingering sound of the Om in your mind and observe your breathing. Relax the body, calm your mind. Try not to dwell on any thought for the next 3 deep breaths. Now, with love in our hearts and enthusiasm in our voices, let us chant to Hastakarna Bandh, the Omkars, to invoke the divinity within us. Cup your palms, place them over your ears, fingers behind the head, and thumbs on either side of the voice box or larynx. Re Chak Purak. Purak. Rub the palms together. Spread the energy of the face and open the eyes. And we'll skip the cooling down exercises today because I'd like to spend just a couple more minutes on pranayam. So yesterday we did Bhastrika Pranayam type 1 and type 2, which was 21 counts of Kapalbhati, Bhastrika Kapalbhati, more vigorous, 21 counts of hold, and then Purak for count of 5, Antar Kumbhak for a count holding your breath with locks applied for a count of 20, Rechak for a count of 10, and Baya Kumbhak holding your breath in the exhaled condition without applying the locks for a count of 10. And we did the first one we did was everything was done with both nostrils. The second type of Bhastrika Pranayam we did was 21 counts of Kapalbhati with both nostrils, but the inhale was first with the right nostril and exhale with the left nostril, and the second time the other way, the inhale from the left, exhale from the right. Now we're going to do Bhastrika Pranayam type 3, and the difference here is that even the Kapalbhati is done with individual nostrils. So the first time 21 counts of Kapalbhati with the right nostril, and then Purak with the right, Rechak from the left. The second time we do 21 counts of Kapalbhati with the left nostril, Purak with the left, Rechak from the right. So that is the difference between type 2 and type 3 Bhastrika Pranayam. So let's start that. Rechak, half Purak, close the left nostril and start. Hold. Purak with the right nostril. Antakumbhak, hold with locks. Rechak with the left. Hold. Purak, both nostrils. Rechak. Purak. Rechak. Breathe normally. Now we'll start with the left nostril. Rechak. Half purak. Close the right nostril and start. Hold. Purak with the left nostril. Antakumbhak with locks. Rechak with the right. Hold. Purak, both nostrils. Rechak. Purak. Rechak. Rub the palms together. Spread the energy of the face, open the eyes. And now we're going to do Plavini Pranayama, which we've done before as well. So what we do there is our arms are folded in front and we do 21 counts of Kapalbhati with both nostrils. We hold for a count of 21. Then we do a Purak for a count of 5 when our arms go up. And then we hold in Antakumbhak for a count of 20. So you apply the locks and hold for a count of 20. Then you do a Rechak for a count of 10. Hold for a count of 10 after that. Then as you do after a Purak with the Rechak, your arms come down. Okay, so that is one round of Plavini and we will do that. So fold your hands, arms in front of you. And we'll start with Kapalbhati. Rechak, half purak, and start. Hold. Purak, arms go up. Antakumbhak with locks. Rechak. Hold Bhayakumbhak. Purak. Rechak, arms come down. Purak, Recha. Rub the palms together. Spread the energy of the face and open the eyes. And over to Chitra for asanas.
Okay, so just as we did last week, we're going to focus today on strengthening the muscles around our knees. Remember, I said that one of the reasons why your knees hurt is osteoarthritis, and that happens when the synovial fluid that lubricates the joints gets reduced, and as we age, sometimes that happens, and then the cartilage that is in the knees and other joints starts getting rough and starts flaking off, and then sometimes the pain is so bad that you have to have surgery, especially if the meniscus, which is on the inside of the knee here, a lot of people have tears of the meniscus, and then you need to have surgery to get that corrected. But if we can strengthen the muscles around our knee joints, we can hope to reduce pain, increase the synovial fluid, and make our joints more flexible. So the micro exercises that we do on the first day of our yoga, the one that we lead, you know, where we roll our knee joints like this, and we do many exercises for the legs. They all help, but there are specific exercises also recommended to strengthen your muscles surrounding the knee joint. So we are going to start with what is called Dandasan. It's referred to in English as staff pose, or you can call it a stick pose also. So for this one, you need to keep your feet flexed. My feet are flexed right now, so my toes are towards me. If I do that, my feet are stretched and my toes are away from me. My feet are flexed. It's very important to remove the fleshy part of your buttocks out of the way so that you can feel your sit bones, and then put your hands by your side to help you to sit upright. You know, a lot of us have a tendency to kind of slouch like this, including me. So it's important just for a little while to sit like this. When you sit in Dandasan, you should feel the back of your knees almost touching the floor. And you should feel that your thigh muscles, your quadricep muscles are flexed to some degree. We do this as well as in our warm-ups on the first day. But right now, I want you to sit like this. Make sure you're sitting upright. And note that Kunal is sitting on the chair, holding the seat of the chair, stretching his legs out and flexing his feet as well, so that the toes are towards him. So let's sit like this. I'm going to count 10 and see if you can sit upright and stay like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. Now I hope that in between, if you felt your knees coming up like that you tried again to put your knees flat on the floor, so the back of the knees almost touches the floor, not quite, but almost. And you can feel your quadricep muscles tightening a little bit. That's Dandasan. Now we're going to do what is called Janu Shirsasan. Janu is knees, Shir is head, and we are going to try to touch our forehead to the knees. So you sit with your left leg stretched out. Again, flex your foot, don't stretch it, flex it. And your right foot is on the inner left thigh. This angle should be slightly more than 90 degrees, not quite. And then just move the fleshy part of your buttock out of your left side. And then this is really not part of the asan, but we're just going to become a little more flexible before we try to touch our toes. So turn left, right, left and right. And now we're going to try to touch our toes. But in touching the toes, I don't want you to just do that. I want you to bend from your hip joint to get your body ready to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now raise your arms up. Make sure that your body is right over that leg. Because if you are kind of like this and trying to go down there, it's not going to work. So make sure your torso is right over that leg. And then when you bend forward from your hip joint. And it's possible that you can reach your foot, hold on to your foot. Maybe you can interlock your fingers like I just did a little bit. Or maybe all you can do is hold on at the base of your shin, near your ankle. If this is all you can do, that's fine. What's important here is not raising your knee off the ground like that. You want to keep your knee flat. Again, we are trying to stretch the back of our leg here, which is the calf muscle and the hamstring muscle at the back of the thigh. So if you can reach all the way like I can, great. But if you can't, hold wherever it's possible, but bend from your hip joint and see if you can take your forehead to the knee. And maybe you can't reach your forehead to the knee at the moment. That's perfectly fine. But what you're trying to do is bend as low as you can from your hip joint. This way you not only stretch the back of your leg, but you also stretch your lower back, which is very important. But you don't want to bend from your waistline, you want to bend from your hip joint. Now let's switch to the other side. So stretch your right leg out, flex your foot, keep your left foot on the inner right thigh. Make sure this angle is very slightly more than 90 degrees. And then remove the fleshy part out of the right side of your buttock so you can feel your sit bones. Now let's do the stretching of the waist again. 1, 2, and 3. And remember, when we touch our toes, we're going to try to bend forward from our hip joint. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, raise your arms up. Make sure your torso is right over that leg. And then bend forward from your hip joint. Hold on wherever you can. And make sure your knee remains flat on the floor. So if this is where you have to hold, that's fine. If this is all you can reach, that's fine too. But you want to bend forward. And then if you can touch your forehead to the knee, you've done the asana as expected. But this flexibility takes time. So not to worry, keep trying and you'll get there. So that was Janu Shirsasana. Now we are going to do one which we've done many times before. This helps to strengthen your core muscles, but it also helps your knees. So you're going to sit with your feet on the floor, knees up, and hold on to your knees gently and lean back. The idea of leaning back is that we want to keep our back straight and we do not want to collapse like this when we raise our legs up. This is Navasana, boat posture. So stretch your arms out like this, like arrows. On the chair, you cannot stretch your arms out. Hold on to the seat of your chair and you're going to raise your legs much less than we can. So if you're sitting on the floor, raise your feet up. Your knees are still bent. Once you feel comfortable here, make sure your back is straight and then stretch your legs out if you can. And stay there for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly release that. And sit in a comfortable cross-legged or any position that you're comfortable with to just catch your breath. So the next asana, while we're catching our breath, the next asana we're going to do is Bharadwajasana. And I've shown you 2 variations of it. I'm going to again show you both. So for the first one, you put your left knee forward like this, your foot is here, and I'm going to show it to you from the side as well. Then your left foot is right on top of your arch. So let me show it to you from the side, how it looks. You cannot do this on the chair. You can do a variation of it. So Kunal is going to show you. But if you're sitting on the floor, your right foot is here, your left foot is on the top of the arch for the right foot. And I'm going to come back facing you now. And you'll notice that I have a tendency to kind of lean on this side because, you know, I'm sitting on this side, right? So I have a tendency to do that. But it's very important to come to the center. My torso should be in the center. And then you place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind you, and you feel a slight twist in your waist. But you notice that your knees are bent here, your muscles here on your thighs and your calves are getting strong, and that is the aim of Bharadwajasana. Try it the other way. Place your hand on your on your right knee, and your right hand on the floor behind you, and again feel that twist in the waist. Try not to be leaning that way, which is my tendency, so you want to try to sit upright, right in the middle. Now let's do it on the other side, and I'm going to do it sideways first. So this time my left foot is on the top of the right arch here, and I want to sit upright because I don't want to lean to this side now, to the left. So first, place your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind you, and see how it feels. Feeling a slight twist in your waist. And that's great, come out of it. Now place your right hand on your left knee and turn the other way and see which one is more comfortable for you. And I've come to the conclusion that this one is much more comfortable for me than doing it the other way. So you have two ways to practice it. Now come back and sit in any position to catch your breath again. And I'll show you a second version of Bharadwajasana. So for this, you need to be able to sit in Veerasana, which means your calves are on either side of your thighs. You know, in Vajrasana, I'm going to show you from the back, you're sitting on your heels. This is Vajrasana. Okay? But for Veerasana, maybe I'll move further back.
That's okay.
You need to have your buttocks on the floor and your calves on either side of your thighs. Now some people find it almost impossible to put their buttocks on the floor. If that is the case with you, till you develop more ability here, you can roll up a towel or a mat and just put it under your buttocks. But if you are able to sit in Veerasana, sit in Veerasana, and then slowly go on your right, get your left foot out like this, go back into Veerasana on your right side, and then either put your left foot up here near your hip flexor, or just put it at the bottom here if that is just impossible for you. But if it is possible, keep it here, high up on your opposite hip flexor. And then we do the same twist. So you place your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind you on the floor, and feel that twist in your waist. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And try it the other way. And tell me which one, or see which one you prefer to do, this way or the other way. Or you can sit like this for a few breaths and the other way for a few breaths. Now to come back into Veerasana, you come back like this. On both sides, my calves are on the side of my thighs. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. So raise your right knee, go back into Veerasana on your left. See if you can put your foot way up here near your hip flexor, and then you can do this. Right hand on your left knee, feeling that twist. Left hand on the floor behind you. Stay here for a couple of breaths, and then shift and see which one you find more comfortable. And then slowly come out of it. Never rush or make any jerky movements, because we don't want to hurt ourselves. At all times we want to be as safe as possible. The next exercise is which we've done before actually, it's called Baddha Konasana or bound angle pose. So in bound angle pose, you bring the soles of your feet together like this. And you see how Kunal is doing it on the chair. On the floor, once you put the soles of your feet together, put your hands behind you and bring your body close to your feet. Now, if you notice, I have pretty good flexibility in my groin, so I'm able to put my knees down. Some people don't have that flexibility. They can only take their knees down that much. If that's the case and you want to sit like this for a little while, it's not a bad idea to put some cushions here or rolled up mats to give support to your knees. But if you can take your knees down like this on the floor, you're going to hold on to your toes, make your back absolutely upright. You don't want to collapse like this. Keep your back straight upright, and then you're going to try to look a few feet ahead of you on the floor and start bending slightly forward. And maybe this is all you can do, that's fine. What we want to achieve is feel the stretch in the groin here. If you can go lower and you can place your forehead on your forearms, that's just great. You can really feel that stretch in your groin. But if this is all you can do, do whatever is possible. The important thing is to feel that stretch, because there are lymph nodes in your groin which need to drain their lymph. You know, the lymph flows all over the body. It keeps your immune system healthy. So if that lymph is drained, your immune system remains healthier. Now, if you are doing this and you are not able to bend too much, but only this much, that's fine. But now try this. Move your feet further away from your body and hold on to your toes and see, maybe now you can touch your forehead to your toes. And slowly come up and sit in a comfortable cross-legged position to catch your breath. And it's 2 minutes to go. So we are going to give you the thought of the day, then we'll chant 2 Oms, sit in Vajrasana if you can, and next week when we do the asanas, I'll show you some more asanas, some standing asanas which are good for developing the muscles around your knee joint.
So the thought of the day is, to expect adverse happenings is being a pessimist. To be prepared for them is being a philosopher. To expect adverse happenings is being a pessimist. To be prepared for them is being a philosopher.
Okay, so let's sit in Dhyan Mudra. Your right hand in your left palm on your lap. Your back should be upright and your eyes closed. Rechak, Purak, Purak. your hands in Namaste for the prayer, and we'll start the prayer.
Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityu ma amrutam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Rub your palms together, spread the energy over your face and open your eyes.